Imagine you're writing a framework for web developers, a framework like ASP.NET and VC. One decision you'll have to make is this: how are you going to interact with the infrastructure behind you, which is the web server? That's the process that will host your framework and coordinate with the operating system to listen for HTTP requests on a socket. How does your software interact with that host? For over a decade now, the ASP.NET framework, including ASP.NET NVC, has built on top of Internet Information Services, which provides the hosting and infrastructure features, and which has been around even longer than ASP.NET. The ASP.NET Runtime and IAS, they both have evolved over the years to provide a wonderful collection of features: caching, authentication, compression, encryption, and even if you look at specific features like diagnostics, you'll find at least 4 different approaches to logging, request monitoring, tracing, and others. But not everyone needs these features, and over the last few years we've begun to see a bit of a shift in the architecture of web applications. As HTML5 standards continue to mature, we see more processing happening on the client side. So instead of using heavy processing on the server to generate HTML, the server is only responding to asynchronous AJAX requests and sending back raw data for the client to process. This is also true when you're building mobile services that are consumed by native mobile applications. And of course, mobile applications have exploded in popularity over the last 5 years. So what some teams are looking for today is a fast, lightweight, and extensible host for their web applications and web services, particularly with cloud-based services where you pay for every byte and CPU cycle. Efficiency can save money. You can see this in the world of Node.js. Now, Node is not a web server itself, but it's easy to add a package, a single library to Node, and make it a web server that has exactly the features that you need to build an application and nothing extra. And that means the server is fast, efficient, and easier to scale. And that's one of the goals of Katana, to provide a lightweight piece of software that you can use to build web applications, websites, and web APIs. But Katana can still include the features that you need for the web. With ASP.NET MVC, we use the system.web assembly in every project. System.web is the core of ASP.NET, and it includes everything from caching and configuration to WebSockets. But instead of one large assembly, Katana features are highly modular and componentized, so you can add only the features that you need for a project. And that's one goal of Katana, to be as lightweight as possible. Another goal is to enable modular software. To do that, Katana actually builds on a specification called Owen.